earlier we realize this, the earlier every one of you realizes, the better it will be for us.
Okay, this is a continuation of the class we had initially where I talked about introduction to shoemaking and I took us from what shoemaking is, what leatherwork is generally. Then we talked about the tools and I showed us an example of this tool. So in today's video, we are going to be telling you, I'm going to be showing you the kinds of materials we use in leatherworks. The materials are actually endless, and as the spirit brings it, I'll be chipping it in as the video progresses or as the training progresses. But for today's class, I'm going to be telling us about most of the common materials that if you go into any shop and you want to buy material, they will attend to you when you tell them these things. So number one on the list is leather. And this is what this video is about generally, leather works. So this is leather. And leather has two types. We have synthetic leather and we have animal skin. Most of the female bags you see today, like some of the female bags you see, not some, most are made with synthetic leather. All those leather that after a very long period of time, maybe due to damp or due to temperature, they start peeling off. Those are synthetic leather. They are made with PU or PV kind of leather material. So those are called synthetic. Then the animal skin, they are also processed leather, but the raw material is gotten mostly from animal skin. And research has even shown that recently there are some countries that they do very good pure leather with some other materials. So our research is gradually evolving so they don't have to kill all the animal in the world. So now we have leather, and I'll be showing you this example of, this is pure leather. This is the example of pure leather. If you can see, this is example of pure leather. They come in different types, different patterns, shape and sizes. And when you go to where they sell material, they sell pure leather either in kilos or in pair. People that buy in bulk buy them in kilos. Then those people that buy in bulk and resell, they sell to users, end users in pair. A pair of pure leather, take if you're in Lagos and you go to the big market where they sell, you can get some for 500, 600, 800. When I'm talking of pair, this is what I'm referring to. A pair is not like it's one very huge material. So a pair can be like this. So if you can see it, so oftentimes this is what a pair will look like for pure leather and location. But if you are getting it outside Lagos, maybe in a shop that went to Lagos to buy, oftentimes you get it for around 1,000 naira for a pair. That is pure leather. It comes in different types, shapes, and color. This is also pure leather. Then we have synthetic. This is synthetic. This is synthetic. If you see, this is the back, this is the front. This is synthetic leather. And how do you know the difference? Because that's something I need to explain to those that are just coming on board, and so that they can differentiate pure leather from synthetic. Now, pure leather is a single strip of leather, like a single strip, meaning it is flat the same way. If you look by the side where it is cut or where they cut it, you don't see a difference of maybe they gum two things together. Oftentimes is a single strip if you look carefully. That's why those people that make all those fake fiber belts, when they are done making it, they use edge coats to cover the edge so that you think it is pure leather, but it is more often time maybe fiber or synthetic they just put together. Now, also another way to know pure leather is the fact that if you put it in fire, it starts to shrink. It doesn't burn or it doesn't just melt. It shrinks. You get, that's where pomo is made from. It shrinks. It doesn't just melt or burn. That's one thing again. So we have fiber. We have fiber. In other skill, you can call fiber board. They call it board. They call it fiber, whichever way. This is what fiber looks like. So this is what fiber looks like. You can call it board. You can call it fiber. So in the process of the training or these videos, I'll be mentioning a lot of these things and I'll be using them. So I'll be reiterating, I'll be referring us back to, oh, this is what I told us in the beginning. This is what this is. So this is fiber. They have two types of fiber. There is one other one which is lighter. Oftentimes we use it for bag making. It's lighter. If you use it for shoe making, it might not last. And most times, there are some of those shoes you buy that are very, very cheap, especially our sisters, that you go to the market, they'll tell you 1 pound is 600. That's what they use inside. Sometimes they even use carton inside it for you. So that's the idea. Now, you now have what we call Nora. In some places, they call it rubber. We have what we call Nora. In some places, they call it rubber. We have Nora 3 and Nora 4. Most of the palms for men, that's what they use in making the soles. Like this is cream Nora 3. You can use it to make a sole of a footwear, and you can use it to make the floor, which is the inside, the insole of a footwear as well. This is Nora 3. This is Nora 3. This is the cream. How do you know 3 and 4? Is by the thickness from the side. Nora 4, we use it. This is Nora 4. Nora 4 also has cream color and has black color. The thickness from the side from Nora 3 and 4 is not the same. Here in our academy, or oftentimes I teach my students, if someone has weight, so most times we use Nora 4 for men, then Nora 3 for female. Female don't want anything that is too heavy. They want something light. So we use Nora 3 for them, but we use Nora 4 for men. This is made with Nora 4. This under is Nora 4. This under is Nora 3. So this is it. So we now have Mako. We have Mako. Mako is a softer material to Nora. So most of the palms you see men wear, that floor, the floor inside where we step on, the insole. Now, the material underneath the leather that is wrapping the floor is what we call Mako. And that Mako is softer than Nora. So Mako has different sizes as well. We have Mako 2, Mako 4, Mako 6, Mako 8, Mako 10, and so on. Now, all these Mako come in different sizes. If you remember this sandal that was famous then, Keto sandal. Keto sandal is a pure Mako made sandal. It's just compilation of Mako. Then it's high and they're shaping it properly. It lasts properly if you keep it well. So that's Mako. The next is eyelet. Eyelet is the iron you see around your shoelace. The hole where your shoelace pass through, that iron around it, that small iron, is what we call eyelet. Then for bag making, this is what we call eyelet. This round thing here, we use it to make bags. Now, this was made so that it will prevent further tearing of this place. So that is eyelet. Then we also have what we call gum. We all know gum. Please, I need to talk about it a little now. Gum has different types. The shoemaking gum is different from the general gum you know. Now, if you go to places where they sell building material, maybe a small shop in your neighborhood, those people sell, there's this gum they sell in rub bottle. Those gum has been highly diluted. We can't use it for shoemaking. But the general gum we use for shoemaking is called Evostic gum. Just like every product, Evostic has different brands of Evostic. I'm not going to come here to promote maybe one gum better than another, but the different brands of Evostic are many. We have Energy, we have V-Track, we have Top Bond, we have OCI, so on and so forth. Please, not the white Top Bond though, is that one that it looks like yellow. That's what we call Evostic gum. All those gum we can use for shoemaking. But some gum are stronger than others in some jobs and in some areas. The gum I use personally for all my jobs is OCI gum. And the drum of it currently is around 75, thereabout thousand from Lagos. So you can imagine how much. But the thing is, they have smaller ones. Now we'll move on to logo. Now, when we say logo, every footwear you're wearing has logo. We have chain logo, we have pin logo. This is what we call chain logo. Any logo that we require something to hold at the edge, we use leather to hold at the edge. Things like this, we refer them to chain logo. While things like this, we refer to as pin logo. Behind this will be a straight iron that you will bend into shape, make a hole on the leather and put it through, then bend it at the back. That is what we refer to chain logo. Now we also have top heel. Top heel is a part of a shoe, but is a part of a shoe. But if you go to the market and you tell them you want top heel, or a shop where they sell material, they will give you materials that are recommended for top heel. There is Nora that is very thick. We have tire. All these materials can be used as top heel. You can even double your Nora 3 and Nora 4 to form your top heel, or your Nora 3 twice to form your top heel, as the case may be, whichever one is within your reach. So top heel is this part of the footwear. This extension you see on your footwear, you have it in shoes, you have it in palms. This is called top heel. This extension is called top heel. So when you go, it's the materials you can use for top heel they will give to you. Then if you go to the shops where they sell shoemaking material, they will tell you, oh, if you just say you want top heel, they will ask you, okay, which type? Tell them, show me the one where you have get. They will show you the ones that are available. This is what we call top heel. If you also notice, it's also on this. It's not part of this cream color Nora. So we cut this out differently. We made it into this shape when we attached it to this to raise this up. So you have it like this. So that's what we call top heel. We also have sole. We have foreign sole, we have local sole. Local soles are cheaper, made from plastic. Oftentimes they break quickly. They make funny sounds when you walk on ties or when you walk with them. And when they start getting old, they can easily slide you. Then foreign soles are soles made with rubber. We have foreign soles on things like this. Most of the palms we make, this is foreign sole. This one they call caterpillar sole self, and it is made with rubber. It lasts very, very well. So we now have welt. This is what we call welt. If you see your palms, welt is basically Nora 4 that has been cut into a slim strip. Now, if you see your palms, this the edge round it, this material around this inner part is called welt. And we don't just it doesn't come with the Nora 4. This is Nora 4. Please follow so you see how the materials combine. This is Nora 4. Then we attach top heel to Nora 4. Then we put what we call welt at the edge of Nora 4. Inside this part, if you remember, I mentioned that there's something called mako, and mako is inside this floor to make the floor soft. Then we have zip head. Zip head is for bag making. The head of the zip is what we call zip heel. Next, we have our zip cloth. Zip cloth is the part of the zip. That's this one that looks like material that the head runs on. So this is the zip runner or zip head. Then this part is what we call the zip cloth. In bag making, shoe making, we don't buy zip like tailors that we say, okay, give me 8-inch zip, give me 15-inch zip, and so on and so forth. We buy zip in yards because there are some bags you make that the zip has to be very big or very long. So we buy zip in yard, 1 yard zip cloth. Then you buy zip runner. The zip runner or the zip head, they sell in dozen. You can get, and the zip runner has size 5. We have size 5, size 5, size 7, size 8, size 10. At least I know of these ones. If there are others, you can find out as well. We have zip runner 5, 7, 8, 10. Zip runner. Then if you buy zip head or zip runner size 10, the zip cloth you must buy will be what? Size 10. That's how this is done. So this is the zip on this bag. This is the zip on. Now this is synthetic leather. This is synthetic leather. So we have belt. Belt, what we call belt in shoemaking, is not our waist belt exactly. Belt is all those material. I think we have a sample here. One moment, let me show us. So this is what we call belt. All this is like rope. That material that when you buy maybe your fetcher in your well, for those that use well, that's rope that Aboki used to sell that is flat and sometimes thick. Some are very thick, some are not so very thick. Things like this. These are the things we call belt. So we have plain belt and we have designer belt. Plain belt can be plain black, plain brown, plain any color. Then these ones are also designer belts. You can see it has brown, black, and so on and so forth. Then you have Gucci belts, some of those belts like that. You have Versace belt. Those are the ones we call the designer belt in our academy. Also, for bag making, we use what we call belt. This is belt. This is plain belt. This is belt for our school bag. That thing we use to adjust it is called belt. Now, at the tail end of all this material, we can also use belt. So that's what we call belts. Then we have rings. These materials are what we call rings. Things like this you see around bags. Sometimes we use them around footwear. We call them rings. Then we have taping belt. Taping belt means the process of taping is to cover the edge of a part of a shoe or part of a bag. So taping is like I'm covering the edge to avoid us seeing the rough side or the rough shapes of some of the work. So we use taping belt to do that, like this school bag now. The edge of this handle was taped by a material called taping belt. Taping belt is lighter than the normal belt. It's lighter and is stronger, like it's thick. It's strong, but it's light. Do you get? Yes. Then we have stud. Most of our fashion bags, the iron you see under those bags, that when you keep your bag stands. It's called stud. Then we have rivet. Rivet is that material we use in holding this chain to this sander. It always comes in two. There is one that will come from the under, so you use your punch to make a hole. One comes from the under, then the other one covers it from the top, then you press. Around the west, they call it tokotaya. Like if you go to some shops in the west, I've heard them call it tokotaya. Even in the north, when I was in Abuja and I go to Suleja to buy material for bag making and shoe making, some people call it mata de ango, husband and wife. It's the same, but we call it rivet. Then you have shoelace, you have mako sole. Mako sole is a form of mako. Remember I told us that mako is slightly softer so that when you stand on your shoe, it doesn't pain you much. So we have what we call mako sole. These soles, there is the mako that is used for sole. This is example of mako sole, and this one is called figure 8. This is original figure 8. An original figure 8 is, I won't say expensive, but for quality purpose and for the kind of work you want to give to your customers, this is very good figure 8. There are other type of mako soles that are cheaper, but the cheaper, sometimes the faster they wear out and all. This is also mako sole. This mako sole was used for shoe. Look at it. This is mako sole, and it's a good one, and it was used for shoe. Then if you look, see that white thing around the shoe that has like it was sewn. This is also welt. The same welt I told us about earlier. This is also welt. Then we have leather sole. There are some soles made with leather for shoes and all whatnot. So that we'll not waste much of our time, we'll quickly talk about the precaution.